Hello, Ryan here, aka Mac, and welcome. In this video, I go through the roadmap updates, letting you know the latest changes. These videos are made possible thanks to my very generous patrons and channel members. Thank you so much for your support. If you are interested in supporting the channel even further from as little as $1 a month, it is all very much appreciated. All the links are in the description below. So Alpha 3.13 is getting much closer now, and there's only going to be one more roadmap update before its scheduled release at the end of March. So with that said, let us take a look at the latest changes. So for 3.13 specifically, the Stanton system polish is now committed, which means it's greenlit, and there's a much bigger chance of it making it in the build. This is to update the rest of the Stanton system to these better geology assets and textures, like what we saw in Alpha 3.12, but applying it to the rest of the assets that didn't get that love. There's also a couple of new features added to the gameplay section for 3.13. We have missions, timed multi-drop deliveries. This is implementing timed delivery missions with multiple drops and varied timers, requiring players to prioritize drops and plan routes to ensure that all the packages are delivered on time. Now these missions, they say, will vary between local drops and long distance deliveries, and this will be using these new timed cargo boxes that we saw during the Xeno Threat event, I believe, needing to deliver the package before it expires. And it's great to hear that there will be long and short distances, requiring a little pre-planning of what box to drop off in what order. The other new mission is quantum sensitive deliveries, with this one saying implementing cargo missions that require players to be extra careful with their deliveries and prohibit use of the quantum drives. Now this is one that I'm most excited for over the timed mission. I'm more of a take your time kind of guy anyway, so taking this cargo and making your way to the destination without the use of a quantum drive will be quite nice and relaxing, or may even require the use of escorts in case we get attacked en route. Obviously, the delivery location for these missions will be a more reasonable distance to the pickup, which could be one outpost and then going to another on the same planet perhaps. I do hope that, like with the timed missions, there will be varying distances that will require either much longer periods of time with better payouts, rather than just one distance or maybe short distances, but we will see. What I am very happy about is the expansion of the cargo hauling missions. I think it was 3.11 or maybe even 3.12 that they removed all of the delivery missions to rebuild them in a more realistic way, which is why we only have these multi-box deliveries at the moment. So having these two new variants, which will hopefully have varying timers and distances amongst other factors, will be a nice addition for any space trucker out there. So for Alpha 3.14, the physical inventories feature has now been renamed to personal inventories. Nothing else has changed, it's still scheduled for 3.14, but this will more accurately describe the feature's scope. And for the progress tracker, we have 3 cards that have been pushed to 2022. The first is the weapon misfire and wear and weapon overheat card, as they decided to give more resources, time and priority to the upcoming salvage feature, which is scheduled for 3.15, so September time. Now, as you can imagine, I couldn't agree more with this decision. For me, allocating more resources to introducing salvage is a much better choice, and I think most people would probably agree with that as well. Another feature to start work in 2022 and was removed from the progress tracker was fuel scooping, with the reason being the multifunction display overhaul is a higher priority for 2021. Now, although I would prefer to get the fuel mechanics going and underway, getting these new MFDs in for each manufacturer will be a great addition, so I'm alright with that one. And finally, the anti-personnel turrets have been moved from the progress tracker for the time being, as the weapon content team needed to reallocate resources in favour for other weapons and tools for 2021. Now, I expect in regards to these new weapons and tools, they are also referring to some of the dedicated tools for various professions, which I am very eager to see. So things like mining, salvaging and cutting tools, all dedicated to the job and not using the multi-tool. So again, perfectly fine with anti-personnel turrets shifting off the roadmap for the time being. So there you have it. That was a very short roadmap update, but it's nice to see more of 3.13 becoming committed, and gaining some new delivery missions for us to take part in is excellent. But that is all there is for this week. With the end of March approaching fast, it won't be long until 3.13 goes into the Evocati testing, most likely sometime towards the end of this week or into next week. But for me, the hype is beginning to grow, and I'm really looking forwards to getting into 3.13 and checking out all that it has to offer. We may even see some more new additions make it onto the roadmap for this next fortnight. But with that said, do let me know what you are most excited for in Alpha 3.13, and if you do enjoy my videos, please consider subscribing and helping the channel to grow. I'll also be doing a ship giveaway once we reach 40,000 subscribers, so let us push for that. I will be going over these updates in more detail over on twitch.tv/supermacbrothersryan. The link is in the description below. That'll be on today's stream. Everybody is more than welcome to join and hang out with us. If you could do me a big favour and hit the thumbs up button, I would really appreciate it. Again, thank you to my patrons and channel members. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.